are doing a stretch and strengthening session using optional wrist and ankle weights. So I have been away for a while. I was in Germany, and I did not do as much exercising there as I would have liked. So I am envisioning that this is probably going to leave me pretty sore. I've done a couple workouts since I've gotten back, and I've been on some runs, and I've been teaching, which is of course going to get me in a little bit better of shape. Like, I've had a little bit of a head start from this video, but not much. So the weights that I'm using are by Ballet, and it's this little company based in Paris, and I just think they make the prettiest ankle weights. So I'm just gonna get these ankle weights on, and we are going to get right into it. I'm going to start laying down on my back, rolling down through my spine, and I'm just going to windshield wiper my legs side to side. And now I'm going to plant 2 feet on the floor, bring my feet a little bit closer in towards my hips, and I'm going into a butterfly stretch. And I'm just going to hang out here for a second. I'm even bringing my arms up and over my head to start opening up my chest and shoulders. And this is really nice just to release lower back tension, especially like I'm filming this early in the morning, and you know, sometimes our beds can be kind of funky, do funky things to our posture if we're in there for too long. Now I'm going to hug my knees in towards my chest, and this first time that I'm hugging them in towards my chest, I'm not really going to think about, you know, trying to elongate my spine down towards the floor at all. I'm just giving my knees a little squeeze, and I'm gonna rock side to side. Now I'm gonna start rolling my shoulders down towards the floor, down and back. So I've created a flat upper back along the ground. And now I'm squeezing my knees, I'm hugging my elbows, squeezing my knees in towards my chest, and now I'm gonna start elongating my spine down towards the floor. And I'm not gonna force anything because it's still very early in the morning, you know, like first thing when you wake up, we don't need to do any crazy movements to our body. We don't wanna force anything. But I'm just starting to elongate my spine down towards the floor, and I feel it mainly in like the front of my hips, like this area. And now I'm bringing my arms up and over my head and my feet back on the floor. One last moment just to open up the chest and shoulders, and I'll come back into this butterfly position, start opening up the hips and the lower back as well. Feet planted on the floor, spinal twist to one side. So the most important thing to remember here is that my shoulders are flat on the floor. Evenly, not one shoulder, I want 2 shoulders flat on the floor. And then I'm going to twist my legs to the side, and if my legs touch if my knees both touch the floor, that's great. If they don't, that's totally fine too. You'll see that like my leg right now is not touching the floor, but as I go through class, if I was to do this at the end, I will be able to touch my knee to the floor. But I'm not going to force anything here. So the opposite hand from your knee is going to gently lay on top of the knee just to add a little weight to weigh the knee down, but I'm not forcing anything. I'm not pushing the knee down. I'm just letting the weight of my hand weigh it down. And now I'm going to go to the other side. So now I have the right ankle to right knee. The knees drop over to one side, and then the shoulders stay flat on the floor, and I look to the opposite side. So if your right ankle is connected to your left knee, both of your knees should drape over to the left. If your left ankle is connected to the right knee, both of your knees should drop over to the right. So hopefully that helps with, sometimes the twisting can get a little bit confusing and people will start doing this, which is a great stretch, but it's just not the stretch that we're doing. We're going for more of a spinal twist. And when you have the bottom leg like on top, like in this position, it's more stretching out this hip flexor IT band area. Squeeze the knees into my chest one more time. come back to neutral spine. Reach the arms long overhead. I can reach the feet out long as well. Give yourself one more stretch. Wake up the body. And now we're gonna get into strengthening. So I'm gonna roll up to a seated position, and now I'm gonna roll back down onto the ground. And one more time, rolling all the way up. Sitting up nice and tall when I get here. I can use my hands, grabbing underneath my thighs to support myself and really elongate the spine. And now I'm gonna roll back down. And one more time, rolling up through the spine. I press the belly button in towards the spine, so it's really taut. Rolling all the way up. Try to keep the belly button pressed in the whole time. Sit up really nice and tall. Now press the belly button in towards the spine. Tuck the tailbone. And then truly one vertebrae at a time. Try as hard as you can to do this. Keep pressing the belly button in towards the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulder blades, then the neck, and then the back of the head. Rest on the floor. Good. One more time all the way up. This time 2 arms up and over the head. Bring them to first. Up and over the head. Open to second. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Up and over the head. And now roll back down. Keep the arms up and over the head. Sweep them out towards either side and along down towards the sides of your body. We want to be in a nice neutral spine here. Press the belly button in towards the spine, and we're going to lift 2 feet up. Now weights are optional here. If you don't want the weights, totally fine. Just take them off. Roll the shoulders down and back so your full upper back is on the floor. There's a nice neutral spine on the ground. So you should have like a very slight, you could slide like a piece of paper underneath your lower back. Press the belly button in towards the spine. Knees are hip width apart. And you're trying to make a 90-degree angle here. And we're just going to tap one foot and bring it up. And the same leg taps and we come up. The whole time I'm maintaining this 90-degree angle here. 3 and up. My toe just taps and I lift. So I'm just hinging from the hip. The only thing that's moving is my thigh bone, my femur bone, rotating in the hip socket to rotate up and down. And it hinges down and it hinges up. 7 and 8. Now we're going to do the second side. Press the belly button in. Keep pressing the belly button in the whole time. We go 1 and up and 2. So the entire time my leg is moving, I'm still maintaining this 90-degree angle. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Pressing the belly button in towards the spine the whole time. 8. And now we're going to alternate. 8 and up. 8 up. 7. Maintain the 90-degree angle. 6 6 5 5 4 4 3 3 2 2 1 1. Good. Reach the feet up and into the air. Rotate the toes so you're in a nice turned out position. The hands can go on the side of your body and we're just going to lift up. 1 2 3. So my toes point directly up towards the ceiling, trying to keep my legs straight the whole time. 6 7 8. Good. Coming down. I'm going to come into a butterfly here because it just feels amazing to do so. And we're going to do one more round. So my feet point up towards the ceiling. I push my toes directly into the ceiling and I'm trying not to rock my legs back to push up. So I never want to rock this way and then push up. I want to try to push up directly towards the ceiling. So we're going to go 1 2 3 8 more. 4 or 8 total. 5 6, so only 2 more. 7 8. Good. And we're going to come down. 2 feet on the ground. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. And now we're going to go into a little bit of a crunch series. So I'm going to do 30 normal crunches, 15 on either side, and then 30 in a butterfly. So I keep my hands on the back of my neck. They're on the nape of my neck. You can interlock your fingers if you'd like, but the most important thing is just keep your elbows super wide. Press the belly button in towards the spine. And we're going up. 30, 29, 28, 27. So I just make sure that my feet are really planted firmly on the ground the whole time. I'm constantly thinking about pressing my belly button in towards the spine. And I'm keeping my elbows really wide, so I'm never gonna let them come in like this. And I never wanna yank at the neck. Just use your hands clasped behind your back to just support the head, because the head's really heavy. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest for a second. Hands down, roll the shoulders down and back. Make sure you're still pressing the belly button in towards the spine. Now we are going to drape our knees over towards the, I'm doing the right side. You can do the left too, it doesn't really matter. But let's just say, actually just do the right side with me. Okay, so now I'm coming up like, I want to get 2 shoulder blades still off the ground. And even though I'm in this kind of funky twisted position, so we're targeting more of the obliques here. And we're just going to do 15 here, ready? We're going to go 15, 14, 13. If you want to reach with your left arm, you can. 12, 11. Just keep the elbows wide though. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to switch to the second side. So now my knees are both draped towards the left, and my shoulder blades are still connected to the ground, and I'm going to lift them both off together. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Feel it all on the side of your oblique there. 2, 1. Good. Okay, back to center. All right, we're going to do 30 more, and this time we're doing them in a butterfly position. So my belly button's pressed in towards my spine. My feet, the soles of my feet are kissing, and my knees have just draped down towards the ground. If your knees are up here, that's okay. Just whatever butterfly position you can get into, wherever your hips are opening to, that's fine. And we're going to do 30 more, and then we're done our crunch series. So go 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 29, oh wait, 18, 17, I can't count, 16, 15, 14, make sure your elbows are still wide. And you're really trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground every single time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm like 80% sure that I counted that properly. If I did less than 30, make sure you do a full 30. It's hard to speak and count at the same time though, so apologies for that. Okay, 2 feet planted on the ground. And now let's roll out to a seated position. We are going to go into glutes and hamstrings now. So meet me on all fours. So we're here. We do this one a lot. We're gonna press the belly button in towards the spine. The knees are hip width apart. Your hips are directly over your knees. I don't want you in this position. Really make sure you're creating a nice square in the negative space here. Your shoulders are directly over your wrists. They're not back here. Really make sure they're nice and over the wrists, okay? We're gonna flex one foot up, press the belly button in towards the spine. Press down through your hands into the ground to support your chest. We wanna support it. We don't wanna be in this sunken position here. We want to work on strengthening the upper back. This is good for our posture. And so your left foot is flexed and we're going up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leg hinges. Heel goes into the ceiling each time. 6, 7, 8. We're doing 8 more here. Make sure you're still pressing the belly button in towards the spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going up. 7, 6, 5, 4, so your legs stay straight the whole time. 2, pulling the kneecap up. And now second 8, we're gonna do with a pointed toe. The leg is perfectly parallel, we're not turning out. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna turn out. So I'm gonna rotate my heel down towards the floor. Make sure you don't go this way to rotate it down. I want you to rotate the sole of your shoe toward the other foot, if that makes sense. So now you're in this nice turned out position, and we're gonna do 16 here. 15, 14, 13, 12. Your leg doesn't have to go super high. 10, mine's only going to like 90 degrees. 8, 7, 6, so we're really targeting the glutes here. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up on 1. Okay, last time, now we're gonna bring the knee into the armpit. So we're gonna go knee to armpit and extend to the back. And 2, and extend to the back. Try to keep your legs super level here. 3, and extend to the back. So try not to let the knee drape down here. You wanna keep it up. Try to keep it on the side of your body. 6, and we're doing 8 of these. 7, and 8, good. Coming back down. Now we're gonna do the second side. So flexing the right foot. We're doing 16 leg hinges, 16 toe taps, 8 of them are turned in, 8 of them are turned out, and then we go into our little like side crunches there. So we go 16, 15, 14. I'm really making sure that I'm still pressing down through the floor. My chest is still supported. The back of my neck is long. I'm not collapsing my head down towards the floor or scrunching it up. I keep the back of my neck long. 7, I'm not sure if I'm counting properly, I'm sorry. 6, 5, but you're supposed to do 16 of these. 4, 3, 2, stay up on 1, elongate the leg, and we're going down and up. The leg is in parallel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we turn out the leg. And we go 8, 7, 6, 5, pressing down through the floor to support the chest. We're not sinking in the lower back. Keep the belly button pressed in. 2, stay up on 1. Scrunch the knee in towards the armpit and extending out. And 2, and out. 3, out. 4, press the belly button in towards the spine. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Coming back down, and I'm just gonna relax my hips back on top of my heels in a child's pose here. Drop my head down towards the floor and hang out for a second. Oh, that feels really good. All right, coming up to sitting, we are going to go into clamshell. We are laying down on our side, and I'm going to support my head with my hand, roll my shoulders down and back, and my hand is placed in front of my chest to support the shoulder so I don't roll forward. I press down into the floor so I can roll the shoulder back and really feel stable here. Chest is nice and open towards the front of the room. My heels are in line with my hips. So I don't want your heels forward here where they're like more in line with like, I don't know, like the middle of your hamstring or something. And we don't want them back too far here. There is like a version of these that you can do this, but we're not doing that. Keep heels in line with the hips. So the knees should be in front of your body. And your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. Pressing the hand into the ground, we're gonna go 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. You're really trying to rotate the femur bone and the hip here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you feel that the front of your hip here, this like hip flexor kind of like tendon thing here is firing on, I want you to fold your knees in a little bit closer to your body because that's going to help try to turn that off. We're trying to turn that off, and we're trying to only lift our leg with using our like glute hip muscle back here, okay? So we've done 16 of those. Now I'm going to ankle my toes up towards the ceiling. We're doing another 16. I'm keeping my hand like on the back of my hip so I can really feel myself rotating. 15, 14, 13, this one really burns. 12, 11, especially with weights. 9, 8, 7, press the belly button in towards the floor. 6, 5, oh my God, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. Feet on the ground, hand in front of you. Cross the top leg over. So I'm laying on my right side. My left leg is crossed over. I've planted my foot into the floor, and then my other leg is gonna extend out long. Okay, I'm gonna really make sure that I'm propped properly up on my side. So you might need to lean forward a little bit. I wanna make sure that my hips are stacked and I'm not like the front hip. You don't want it to fall backwards. You wanna really stack it on top of the bottom hip. So you might need to like roll your body forward a little bit. And now my heel is a little bit in front of my tailbone. So it's not perfectly in line with my tailbone. I've brought it a little bit forward from there. Now I'm in this position and we're gonna do leg lifts for the inner thighs here. So we're gonna go 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Flexing through the foot, energy flexing out of the heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna imagine there's something on the bottom of my foot, like right here. Say that you have like a yoga block or something. I'm not using a yoga block today, but yeah, if I had one like near me, I'd grab it. But you can always just imagine that you have a yoga block like I'm gonna do. So there's gonna be one right here, and we're gonna lift the leg up and to the back, up into the front. So we're kind of making like a U shape arcing. So I'm back in this position, and I'm flexing through my heel, and I have my imaginary yoga block at the end of my leg, and I'm gonna go up and over the block, and back over the block. 3 and 4. So I'm creating like an arc. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Flex that foot. If you have a yoga block at the bottom of your heel, move it out of the way. If you're just envisioning one like me, if you have an imaginary yoga block, just imagine it's gone now. And now we're gonna do 30 pulses here. So I lift my leg up. I'm flexing through my foot. I've straightened my knee all the way. And we're gonna go 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Oh my goodness, feel the burn. 24, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6. Energy out of the heel. 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh my goodness. Coming around, we're doing the second side. So we start with our 16 normal clamshells. First, we're just going to get into position, make sure we're really setting ourselves up for success by getting to our best alignment before the combination begins, before the exercise begins. Hand planted on the ground, roll the shoulders down and back, press the belly button in towards the spine. Heels are in line with my tailbone, they're not in front. You're nice and in line with it. Bend your knees as much as you need to try to release any tension in the front of the hip. We're trying to activate this glute muscle back here, okay? Think about rotating the thigh bone, the femur, in the hip socket, and that is what is lifting your knee up. So I'm rotating, and that lifts my knee up, and I lower down. And we go 2, and we lower. My hips are nice and stacked. 3. So I'm trying not to open this hip as my leg goes. Try to keep this hip where it is, and only open your knee as much as it can go without rotating your hips backwards. 6, 7, and 8. We have 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Now 16. Same idea here. You don't want to let these hips rock backwards. 14, 13. Oh my goodness, I always feel the burn on these ones. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Feet come down. Now my right leg is going to cross over, plant into the ground. Extend my other leg long along the floor, flexing through the foot, energy out of the spine. Hello.
Whoa. Hi.
I'm supposed to film a bunch of streaming videos, so.
Did you do the mushroom coffee?
No, I will though. I have to do that. Okay. Ooh, so you went to the farmer's market.
Everything was still setting out, but I was able to,
That's amazing. Do we need to go back? Probably.
from sprouted rye.
And tomatoes.
Yeah, even though I got tomatoes from Cinderella yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
we
let's still
already
get more.
used one.
Okay, I'm gonna keep filming this. Okay, so I'm flexing through my foot. There's energy going out of my heel. I pull my kneecap up so my leg is totally straight. My heel is a little bit forward from underneath my tailbone. I want it like a few inches in front of the tailbone. So like an inch in front of your body, if that makes sense. And we're gonna go up 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, there's an imaginary yoga block at the bottom of your feet, or if you really want an object, it's anything that's maybe like 8 inches high. It doesn't even need to be a full 12. And we're gonna go up and over 1, 2. So making a U shape, 3, 4, towards the back, towards the front, and 7, and 8, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I feel the burn, 2, and 1, good. Imaginary yoga block goes away, and we're going into our pulses, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, oh my goodness, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I feel like there's always one side that's harder than the other, and for me, it's the second side. That side that we just did is harder. Okay, I'm gonna sit in a butterfly for a second, and now I'm just gonna feel a nice stretch like through the part of my hamstring here. Soles of my feet are together. Rolling the shoulders down and back, growing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, and I'm gonna bend forward here. And now I'm just opening up the hips. Feel a nice stretch here. Butterfly is an amazing hip opener, especially after you do like an inner thigh workout like that. It's really nice to open the hips, and then it also starts getting into your a little bit of the hamstring there, which is amazing. So one more time, just bend forward. You're really trying to hinge from the hips, like keep the crown of the head growing up towards the ceiling and hinge at the hips rather than letting the spine bend forward this way. We want to keep the spine long as we bend forward, and that's going to get you more of a deep opening sensation through the hips. And just hang out here. Try to keep the soles of your feet together because it helps protect your knees. And then you can drop the head down towards the floor and hang out for a second. And now we're coming up from here. We're gonna extend one leg long to the side. We're gonna do a little bit of a stretch here, and then we're gonna go into a stabilization series and a little bit of an arm series, and then we're gonna be done. So this isn't too brutally long, but it's a nice little toning workout to, jumpstart your week whenever you're doing this. Filming on a Sunday, so if you're starting on a Sunday, good for you. Okay, so we're going to have our left leg extended. 2 sit-ins are evenly on the ground. My right leg is going up into the air, and I'm bending sideways, and I'm keeping my chest open towards the front of the room the whole time. And I feel a deep stretch through the side of my body here. You might be able to go down a little bit lower. My upper body's very tight. And especially after we did that whole obliques crunching series, my obliques are even a little bit more tight. And that's like, this side of your sides of your abs. So I'm bending sideways, and I'm hanging out here, and I'm trying to reach long through my fingertips and keep my chest open towards the ceiling. Even trying to rotate my elbow up towards the ceiling. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. And now I'm gonna rotate everything down towards the floor, and I'm on a diagonal here. So I'm rotating my chest and my stomach down towards the floor on this diagonal line. And then I stack my hands, and I reach, and I hang out here for a minute. 2 sit-bones are still evenly on the ground. Breathe. And now I come back to the side. I sweep up, and I switch my legs. So now I have the right leg extended, and I'm sitting on 2 sit-bones evenly. And I even feel a hamstring stretch even just sitting here, because I'm feeling a little bit tight, as I told you, coming back from vacation and, you know, didn't exercise as much as I should have, which is totally fine. We're getting back in shape. You're doing it with me. So I'm gonna sweep my left arm up and into the air. And I'm bending sideways, nice and gentle to get into it. And I rotate my chest toward the ceiling. And I hang out here, and I'm reaching my arm long. This side actually feels a little less tight for some reason. It's kind of interesting. Usually I feel like my body's pretty even, but it's very common to have one side that's tighter than the other, or stronger than the other as well. So I'm rotating my elbow up towards the ceiling, and now I'm gonna rotate my chest and shoulders and stomach down towards the ground on this diagonal. I reach this arm in front of me, and then I stack the hands, and I drop the head down long. Still in the diagonal, and I still have these hip bones evenly on the ground, even in this funky position. And I breathe here, and I hold for a few counts. And then I rotate back towards the side, and I open my chest up towards the ceiling again. And extend the fingertips long in the direction that your toes are pointed. And then we come up. Okay, so now we're gonna go into a stabilizing series. It's pretty simple, and it's kind of like similar, reminiscent of our leg hinges. You can put your ankle weights on your arms if you'd like to do that, or you can keep them on your legs. There's benefits to both. So we are going to start on all fours. I think I'm gonna show this on a slight diagonal. So we're starting on all fours, and we still have our hands are shoulder width apart, our knees are hip width apart, and I've stacked my shoulders on top of my wrists and my hips on top of my knees. Press the belly button in towards the spine. And you're gonna try to keep, you don't want the body to, like, if you look at me from the front, you don't want the body to start rocking sideways as you lift the leg up. So in order to do that, squeeze the glute on the supporting leg side. So keep it engaged before you've even begun. And now press firmly into the ground with two hands, and you're gonna try to lift your knee up, and you're gonna keep your body exactly where it is. If you don't keep the full body engaged, you're gonna rock sideways this way, and you're gonna have more weight on this hand and this leg, and we wanna avoid that. So you're in this position, and we are going to flex our foot, and I've engaged my glutes, and I've pressed firmly down through both of my hands, and now I'm gonna lift the leg up towards the ceiling, and then extend it long, and I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna reach the leg up, extend it long, and bring it down. I'm gonna reach the leg up, extend it long, and now I'm gonna hold here, press down through the floor so your chest is super engaged. Now the opposite hand is gonna lift up. So my left leg is lifted up, and I'm gonna reach the opposite arm, so the right arm is gonna reach out in front of me, and I'm trying to keep the arm like shoulder height, or like by my ear, and then we're gonna lower down. This time we're gonna lift the arm first, then the leg, hinge at the hip, elongate it down, and then come back to all fours. Now we're gonna do both at the same time. So both reach up, and we lower down. The leg elongates towards the back of the room, the arms reaches towards the front of the room, and we lower down. Third time we're gonna hold. So we're here. Now you're gonna swoop your arm to the side and sweep your leg to the side. The leg's gonna hinge at the knee. And we bring it back towards the front and back of the room. And we lower down. One more time, up. Quiet hips, still engaging in the hips, so you're not gonna rock into one side of the body. Sweep two arms and a leg, and we come back into parallel. Now we're gonna do the second side. So I press my hands down into the ground. I squeeze my glutes so that my hips stay super firm. I press my belly button in towards my spine. So we're gonna imagine that your body's like a tree trunk, and you don't want it to like sway in the wind, like during a hurricane or something. You wanna like stay firmly into the ground. So really plant yourself into the ground, feel really secure throughout your entire body, press the belly button in towards the spine. Flex the right foot and reach the knee up towards the ceiling. The hips should not have rocked at all. If they are, come back to all fours and try again. Really think about stabilizing here. Flex the foot, glutes are engaged, and I reach my leg up towards the ceiling. Now I elongate the leg so it's straight, and then I lower it back down. And we'll do it again. Heel towards the ceiling, elongate the leg. The back of the neck is long. We're not looking up, or we're not looking down. Back of the neck's long. And we come back to all fours. Third time, flex the foot, hinge, elongate the leg, hold here. So the right leg's extended, press the belly button in towards the spine. And now we're gonna reach the left arm out. And we lower back in. This next time we reach the arm out first. Now we extend the leg long. Straighten it, and we lower the two together. Now we're gonna do two at the same time. So we elongate both legs and the arm, and we come back down. Now we elongate again, and we come back down. My belly button's pressing in towards my spine to engage my core the entire time I'm doing this. Third time, elongate both, and now we sweep the arm and the leg towards either side of the body, and we come back to parallel, and down. One more time. Lift, and sweep, and parallel, and down. Good, so that's the stabilizing series. Okay, so for the last portion of the video, I'm going to switch these wrist weights and put them on switch the ankle weights to put on my wrists instead. And we're going to do a little arm series that is simple but should burn. Really good for posture and your upper back. So we're gonna start kneeling. So we're starting kneeling. I'm gonna roll my shoulders down and back, press my belly button in towards the spine, and I wanna make sure that my knees are still hip width apart. If you look at me from the side, my tailbone is dropped down towards the floor. It's not sticking out this way. I don't want to sway back. I want a really nice long spine. Think about elongating through the front of your hips, and that should help. I press the belly button in. I'm trying to lift my torso off of my hips by engaging my lower abdominals. I'm gonna sweep my hair out of my face. Roll my shoulders down and back, grow the crown of my head up towards the ceiling, and I'm gonna reach my arms out towards either side. And I'm gonna lower them down. And one more time, roll the shoulders down and back, lift the chest to where the wall and the ceiling meet, and we'll raise the arms up towards either side. And lower them back down. Third time, I'm gonna raise them up and I'm gonna hold here. And we're gonna do tiny circles, 16 each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, and now we reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Make sure the shoulders are still rolling down and back. And now we come down. Okay, good. So now I'm rolling the shoulders down and back. Knees are still hip width apart. Abs are still engaged. Reach my arms long towards either side of the room. And I'm gonna swoop my wrists to meet into this first position. So my arms are elongated at the side. My elbows are gonna stay at the same level that they are. And I'm just gonna hinge at my forearm. And now my palms are facing in towards my stomach, and now I'm in this beach ball position. So I roll my shoulders down and back. I'm trying to lift my elbows up while pressing my shoulders down. So you'll feel a lot of rotation in the upper arm here. So we're holding our arms in first position. I've lifted my chest, growing the crown of my head up towards the ceiling and dropping my tailbone down towards the floor while maintaining a really nice engaged core, pressing the belly button in towards the spine. And I'm gonna reach my arms out to second position. So instead of having the palms flat and the elbows super straight, this time I'm slightly bending the elbows, keeping them lifted, and I curve my hands in towards the front of the room. And I come back to first position, and I open up to second, back to first, and open to second. We're doing this 8 times. 3, and open, and 4, and open. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Hold them here. Flatten the arms, bend to second. Flatten the arms, bend to second. 3, and second. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Coming down for a second. Roll the shoulders down and back and kind of shake them from side to side, give them a little bit of a break. Hair in my mouth. Okay, now we're gonna go into swan arms. So I come up to this position, roll my shoulders down and back, and I'm gonna lift my arms up and over the head. While I lift my arms, I make sure that they're not gonna come forward and they're not gonna be back here. I keep them at the side of my body all the way up. And now the elbow leads and the wrist follows, and then the fingers follow last. And that's how we go down with arms gracefully. So try to lead with the elbows, then the wrists follow, then the hands, and then down with the elbows and the wrist follows and the hands follow. And we go 3, and we lower down. And 4, lower down. 5, just the shoulder height or a little bit higher. 6, 7, and lower. Trying to keep really nice posture. The shoulders are down this whole time. And 8, and lower. Now come up through first position, open to second. Arms come up to 5th position, lower to 2nd. First position, 2nd position, 5th position, 2nd. 1st and 2nd and 5th and 2nd. 4 more times. 4, and up. 3, and up. And 2, and up. Last time, 1. So 5th position, you're making an oval frame around the face, like a portrait. And first, and open. Good. Okay, now roll the shoulders down and back. We're gonna lean back into the hips, and we're gonna keep the arms at the sides of the body rotated so your hands are facing up towards the ceiling behind you. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to a neutral spine. We're reaching forward, and we're coming back. So the arms sweep forward towards the sides of the ears, sweep down through the body and extend behind you. Palms up towards the ceiling. 3, and up. And 4, pressing the belly button in towards the spine the whole time, squeezing the glutes together. 5, up. 6, and up. Rolling the shoulders down and back. Even here, you're keeping the chest super broad. 7, and up. And 8, and up. Now stay back, and we're just gonna pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can double time this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming up. Roll the shoulders down and back. And meet me sitting on 2 sit-bones. Okay, we're gonna sit on the ground for a second. And the last thing we're gonna do is just a little bit of a shoulder stretch, just to stretch out the chest and shoulders after we just did that mini arm workout. So to do so, very similar to what we did at the beginning combination. So I'm gonna roll down through the spine, bring my arms up and over the head. My elbows are bent. And since I have wrist weights on, it's really weighing my arms down, which is actually very nice because it adds a slight weight. So it's like more than just gravity stretching my shoulders. I have a little bit of pressure on them too. So my hands are up above my head. My elbows are wide towards either side. And I'm gonna come back into a butterfly position. And I'm really trying to let my elbows just drop down towards the floor while pressing my shoulders down into, like, down towards my hips. So it's still that same alignment that I would have while I'm standing, but now I'm just laying on the ground. My belly button is still engaged, pressed in towards my spine, engaging my core. And I'm just breathing here. And I'm really letting gravity and these weights just open up the entire front of my body, my hips, my chest, and my shoulders. And now I'm gonna reach my arms out, extend them long above my head. And as I do this, naturally my rib cage wants to expand this way. So I'm gonna try to knit the rib cage down, knit the rib cage. So I have a nice flat stomach, and that actually increases the stretch that I feel through the shoulders. Now I'm pressing my shoulders down and into the ground. My arms are just super straight. I'm just trying to straighten my elbows as much as I can while knitting the rib cage. And I feel this all through, like, this part of my arm. So like up here and then into my shoulder blades on either side. And it might be a very subtle stretch for you, depending how flexible your shoulders are, but it's a really good one. And this is great for posture too. And I'm gonna sweep my arms up to either side, and I'm gonna put them into a T position here. And I'm just breathing here. And you can look to one side. And you can look to the other side. And now 2 feet planted on the ground. I'm gonna come up. The last stretch that I'm gonna do, you can do this standing up or you can do it kneeling. I'm gonna do it kneeling. So I'm gonna make my knees nice and wide. I'm clasping my hands behind my back, rolling my shoulders down and back. And now I'm going to flatten my back out and I'm gonna hinge from the hips and I'm gonna extend my hands clasped overhead and just let them fall forward. I've placed my forehead like into the ground. If you're doing this standing, your forehead obviously is not gonna hit the ground. You'll just be folded over. And I feel a deep stretch like in my shoulders here. And I'm trying to just hang out. And it's nice to do this with the wrist weights because it adds a little weight. So we're gonna hold it out here for like 10 more seconds and then we'll slowly come out of it and then we're done. So even here, pressing the belly button in towards the spine. Release. And then I just let the hands go and come to either side. I roll up. And I'm sitting on 2 knees now. Okay, I cross one arm over the other. And I breathe here, so I'm holding my elbow. My right elbow is in my left hand. And I'm still opening my chest towards the front of the room. And then I come down, I'm gonna sweep it over the head. And I'm gonna grab the elbow. So the left hand is grabbing the right elbow. I roll the shoulders down and back. I'm trying to open my chest up. And I come down and we do the second side. So left arm crosses in, I grab the left elbow with the right hand, opening the chest. And I feel this all through here. And it's kind of subtle, but it's definitely there. And then we come down, I'm gonna sweep the other arm, sweep the left arm behind my head now, grab the elbow. And I'm trying to keep the neck really long here. It's difficult if you have tight shoulders, but do your best. And open it up. And I'm clasping 2 hands behind my back, rolling the shoulders down and back. And I'm gonna open my chest, lift my chest up towards the ceiling, and nod my head backwards, and this gives me a stretch like through my armpits and through like the front of the shoulders. And I can bring my arms up into the air and down to either side. Okay, so that's our mini workout for the day. The wrist weights and ankle weights are of course optional, but they do add a nice deeper strengthening aspect to these classic conditioning exercises. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.